Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in
soft when I like somebody. The rest of y'all get this gangster shit, bitch.
Mad as fuck. Thought you was gonna keep getting away with your fucking dirt. You think your dirt is catching up to you, so why don't you go ahead and do what you gotta do?
Dirt?
What's up? What's up?
Dirt?
What's up, sis? You see, I had reached out to you because I got so many people reaching out to me, you know what I'm saying, about this dumbass nigga. So whatever the case is, they reached out to me, sending me death threats, talking all this shit in my DM. So I had to go ahead, I unblocked my page and I went live so they can get some shit off their chest. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know, listen y'all, these are the people that say that they're positive people. These are the people that say they're of God. But if you get a bunch of negative ass people or so-called people of God start going to your page over some shit they don't know nothing about, y'all wasn't there, y'all don't know what the fuck happened, shit. So whatever the case is, yeah, look at them all in my page. Girl, they've been harassing me, all it is, talking about, and they keep bringing up his girlfriend. I don't even know what she looks like. Like, I don't care about that girl. I just pray that she watches her children. I pray that she talks to her babies. I pray that she really knows what's happening with her babies. I really do. I pray that she keeps girl, hug your babies and talk to them, because you don't want them feeling intimidated. Because when your children are intimidated and they feel like someone's going to hurt you, and they feel like they're not going to say anything to you because your children are going to try to protect you. That's what I want you to understand. Sis, I have nothing against you. I wish you the best. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what you look like. I promise, I had him blocked for a very long time. Never unblocked him. So whatever the case, children, talk to your daughters when you get a chance. I don't know if you have girls or boys, but I'm pretty sure you're a mother with children, because he does not date women that don't have children. And that's facts. So I'm just hoping that you really just talk to your babies. Get them to themselves and talk to them. I will not lie on anybody like that. Talk to your babies. See if your children are okay. Stop thinking that, you know, they might be lying, or if they acting a little strange. Pay attention to your kids. Pay attention to your daughters. I'm not lying to you. I know that you see, I know for a fact that in your heart and your mind, you know something may be up. You know what I'm saying? But God will reveal to you in due time. And I fret not myself over evildoers. So no, you know what I'm saying? No weapons formed against me shall prosper. So I'm telling you right now, talk to your babies. Don't let that person wrestle and lay on them or do all that stuff. Please watch your kids. And that's for any mother on here. Watch y'all children. Watch y'all children. I stress that. Watch your children. You know what I'm saying? And be patient. Be patient. Let God send the right person in. Don't just let anybody come to your house. You know what I'm saying? Some of us all make mistakes as parents. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we let the wrong people into our home, and we try to help heal men that are broken. You can't heal somebody that's broken. They got to heal themselves, because you got to always remember, hurt people. And that's real shit. So I say that, you know what I'm saying, in genuine love. If I was a liar, I promise you, I'll be up probably stuttering and scared. I'm not scared. I'll go to hell for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to hell for my son. I die for the truth. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you what it is. Real is real. And anybody that know me, now I'm about to go ahead and share this post, because anybody that know me, been knowing me for a long time, know that Shells is real. I ain't never been no motherfucking liar. I ain't never been nobody that's gonna lie on somebody. So at the end of the day, like that, yeah, so whatever the case is, I don't want nobody to sit up there and flatter themselves talking about that I'm mad I'm not with him. He don't brush his teeth. He don't wash his ass. That nigga have shit paper falling out his butt cheeks. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Since y'all want to play games with me, I sat up there, I try to help him and talk to him like, are you okay? Like, you need to get some help for that. Stop fucking with me. Stop fucking with me. Because the people gonna know the motherfucking truth. You shit paper all stuck in your ass cheeks, nigga. You didn't want to take no baths, nigga. How long did it take for you to get inside of a pool, nigga? I'm just telling you, be real. Like, don't play with me. And guess what? I don't care who believes me. God do. God was there. Shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about who believe me. I just want to know how much time y'all got. Because I'm letting y'all get what y'all got to get off y'all chest. So all them motherfuckers that's real as fuck, that's genuine, believe me when I tell you. Ain't nobody jealous over here. Look at my page very carefully. Ain't nobody jealous over here. Believe me when I tell you. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no time for none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm real as fuck. And so whatever the case is, at the end of the day, I hope everybody got what they, needed off your chest or whatever, because I don't give a fuck about nothing or know what y'all got to say. Period. The end. So y'all can sit up here like the messages rolling through. I don't give a fuck about what y'all got to say. Y'all want to go and harass somebody else's page because he said that. That nigga is not God. That nigga is not God. And he's not fucking real, because if you was real, you wouldn't have did what the fuck you did. If you was real, you wouldn't have did what the fuck you did. Ain't no lie in my fucking eyes, nigga. Ain't no antsiness in me. Ain't none of that. Ain't no motherfucking, what you call, bitterness. For what? I got my motherfucking own. I do my own motherfucking thing. Period. So, half of the messages that's coming through, I'm not looking at that shit. I'm just set up here like being honest, like, I have a restraining order against you. Stop having your people harass me. I have a restraining order against you. Stop having your people harass me. Okay? Okay? And I have children over here. Obviously one of them is his. But whatever the case is, stop fucking harassing me. I don't give a fuck about nobody he's with. I just asked that woman, make sure you watch your children. And later on, down the line, shit'll come out. So, whatever the case is, y'all have a blessed day. I'm going to get up off here. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all got whatever y'all needed to get off your chest. And so you can stop sending me messages or whatever. You know what I mean? It's all good. I couldn't block all y'all motherfucking asses. But half of the page's accounts is motherfucking fake. But I'm just laughing because motherfuckers talk about you bitter. Baby, I'm riding in something real nice. I got something real fine. I got money that brushes his teeth. He takes a bath. He's uplifting in the right way. He's not out here trying to be seen. He's not out here manipulating, telling some truth. I ain't gonna lie. Some truth is real. But when it comes to the black man really protecting that black woman and their children, use a mother.
Alright, so we at 600. Alright, so first let me start by saying peace to the gods and goddesses of the planet Kai. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Alright, so as many of you know, I'm a black activist and I stand for righteousness. I speak out against pedophilia. I speak out against racism. I speak out against police brutality. I speak out against this corrupt justice system. Anybody follow me know what I stand for. Okay, so y'all know the way the matrix works. Whenever we get a leader or somebody that's speaking out, the system will either try to flat out kill that person or jail them behind false allegations. So, it's been brought to my attention that the police ran in my house. I wasn't there. But if I was there, nigga, y'all know how that would have went. It's only me, my wife, and my kids. So what y'all gonna come kill me, my wife, and my kids? I hope the police watching. They say the U.S. Marshals. So this the feds. Feds, U.S. Marshals ran to my crib. Alright? Now, my wife ended up talking to them on the phone because she got a call from her mom. You know what I'm saying? So my wife like, what the fuck? Fuck y'all come to our crib for? We already know what it is, though. If you come to my crib, You coming to my crib for because of what I stand for. Y'all get what I'm saying? Everybody watch me know what I stand for. Everybody know I'm in full-fledged fuck the country. So I'm somebody that the government won't dead. I'm somebody that the government won't in jail. No different than they did Motolo Shakur. Now, let's get deep. Everybody been watching me know that I've been going through drama with the mother of my child because she's low vibrational. And she's trying to be a music artist. I've been married damn near a year. Right? I haven't been around the mother of my child. Actually, last time I seen her was May. A few months ago when she took my son. Y'all remember that? But before I seen her in May, I ain't seen her since last, September? And we ain't been in a full-fledged relationship since January 2020. January 2020, me and my baby mama was beefing. So I went my separate way because she didn't want me doing what I'm doing now, teaching. When I got with my wife, that's when I went public. When I tried to do this around my baby mama, it was all drama. So let me tell y'all how it went. Once I decided to move on to better myself, my baby mama, you started becoming very vindictive. Her name is Darshell Smith. We're going to put the bitch right on blast. Since she want to send the police after me, we're going to put the bitch right on blast, boy. You hear me? Listen, because I'm not only finna expose her, I'm going to expose the system. All right? Check game. The mother of my child, Darshell Smith, all right, she's on here. This her Instagram name, y'all. Blow her shit up. Blow her shit up. This her shit. Let me pin her shit. And I hope the police watching. I hope the U.S. Marshals, feds watching. Because y'all ain't trying to come for me off no shit that bitch said. Y'all want to come for me because of what I stand for. Fuck out of here like I'm stupid. Boom. That's the bitch Instagram. Give her some clout. Because, you know, when it gets to the point where you send the police to my crib, all right, that's different. That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different ball game. All right. So I wasn't even finna go live with this shit, but my wife and my wife's father, which is my father-in-law, was like, "Nah, you should let your people know what's going on, especially if you stand where you stand. This what you got a voice for." All right. So let's flash back. I break up with the mother of my child. I go through a few months of depression because I wasn't able to be with my son. All right. And then I meet my wife. Y'all know my wife, Zakia White. You know what I'm saying? That's who y'all hear laughing. That's who y'all hear joking all the time. That's who y'all fell in love with. Everybody know who my wife is. All right? This my wife right here. You feel me? That's who make me smile. That's who encouraged me to keep making music. Why y'all think I started putting music back out? Because of her right there next to me. That's my wife. All right? She's also pregnant right now. 1 month. So we got a baby on the way. Now check game. You ain't never seen me with nobody else. Anybody that follow me publicly, I'm out with my wife and my kids doing shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Having fun. You know what I'm saying? Living life. Seeing shit. Teaching y'all. You know what I'm saying? Teaching my people. Standing 10 toes in this revolution. You hear me? That's who make me smile. That's who helped get me through that depression when the mother of my child did what she did. Alright? But that was last year, y'all. You know what I'm saying? When she stopped me from seeing my son, y'all know how vindictive bitches get. I wasn't tripping. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go through the courts of Georgia. I'm going to go through the courts of Georgia to get my son, or so I thought. I don't see my son none September last year, October last year, November last year. None of that. My birthday came, my solar. Go look at my picture on my own Facebook that I posted on my wall on my solar day, November 22nd. Boy, I was sad as hell. You know why? Because I didn't get to talk to my son. You feel me? Like, all this shit y'all see, this me and my wife, this me smiling through the pain, boy. This me smiling past the pain. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never wished nothing bad on the mother of my child, regardless of what she was doing to me with my son. And when I was with the mother of my child, she got 3 kids. My son make 4. I took care of all 3 of them kids and her over a 3-year period. I helped her with her music. Go look at her music. You gonna see every video she put out. That was me. I put her with my video director, shot by Reginald, people like that. I plugged her in. My people that I fucked with was fucking with her. This is a fact. But when she did what she did, I had to go my separate way. You feel me? So when I went my separate way, here she go, oh, you can't see your son. So I didn't see my son November, December, January, February, March, April. Now we in May. All because she didn't want me to be with this goddess right here, y'all. It's this. She don't want me with my wife. I got a text from the mother of my child saying in her text last year, oh, if you can't be with me, ain't nobody gonna have you. Oh, you don't want to be with me, you can't see your son. Alright? Now peep game. I ain't tripped about none of that. Y'all ain't never hear me giving her no lectures, none of that. I kept teaching as if everything A-okay. Alright, this is why when May came up this year, I sent out a tweet. I'm like, damn, y'all, my baby mama just hit me because I had brought my mom in town for Mother's Day. I'm like, hey, my baby mama just hit me, y'all. Hopefully I get to see my son. I'm like, but I know she a police-ass bitch. Alright? For you to understand what I was going through with the mother of my child, I'm going to keep it all the way thorough with y'all. We was together 3 years, going on 4. Year 1, I fucked up. It was my fault. I made certain mistakes and did certain things that shouldn't have been done and said. And I'm being real with y'all because y'all my followers. I'm real over rich. I don't hold nothing from y'all. Y'all follow me. Y'all sit in the university. Y'all learn from me. We laugh together. We joke together. Real talk. I ain't no celebrity or none of that shit. I'm a regular guy like you. You feel me? So, now, she was using my son against me all this time, but you know what? I'm not tripping. I'm going to go through the courts of Georgia. And guess what the courts of Georgia told me? I can't get a blood test unless she asked for it. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. So that's the system? That's the system in this country. Y'all allow a mother to take a child and the father not be in his life because the baby only came out of her pussy. But the last time I checked, I am the seed carrier. I am the seed carrier, so that's our child. I don't even understand America. Why the fuck I gotta go through y'all courts anyway to get something that belongs to me? You feel me? I tried y'all way. We going through a custody battle for me to get my son now. I'm working on getting a lawyer, and then here she come in May. When my mama came in town. Y'all remember that? IMB Timmy got the fucking video. It's on YouTube right now. Google Rashad Jamal baby mama. You're going to see me going to the police station with my son. Now, let's do dates, y'all. This date was May 4th. Let's go to May 4th, y'all. This May 4th. There she go right there. Darshell Smith. May 4th. $2,000 for child support for Zaza. May 4th, 4:24 p.m. The agreement was you can see your son for a week. When I talked to her that day, I said, damn, why you ain't let me see my son? Because you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be no family. You fucked your family up. How the fuck is you going to say I fucked my family up? Bitch, I ain't got to be with you. If you mistreating me, I don't have to be with you. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to go live life and be better. But you telling me I can't see my son because I don't want to be with you. So May 4th, I give her $2,000 for child support. And I'm like, the agreement is for me to get my son for a week. All right. May 5th, the very next day, I have thousands of witnesses. I wake up to phone calls from Barrow County Police. Remember this county I'm saying, y'all. Barrow County Police. It's a white racist bitch. I don't give a fuck about your badge, bitch. The little white racist bitch on the phone. Hey, you better bring that baby back. I'm telling the cop, like, listen, ma'am, I'm still his father. She just agreed to let me pick my son up yesterday. My mom is in town. It's Mother's Day week. It's me, my mom, my wife, and my daughter. We don't care about none of that. That is not your child. How the fuck you gonna tell me that this a phone call? I'm on the phone with her, y'all, with the police, y'all. Keep in mind, Barrow County. I want y'all to keep that county in y'all mind for a reason. We gonna keep talking. All right? They so racist in Barrow County, y'all. Even if she told you I'm the father, why is you on the phone like, you better bring that baby back and you ain't the father? I'm like, listen, how you gonna tell me I'm not the father? The white racist cop tell me on the phone, y'all, you ain't the father because in the state of Georgia, the law says that if you didn't marry Darshell Smith, that is not your son. So you have to go through you have to go through court and get that child legitimized. I'm on the phone like, what, bitch? I gotta go through the courts and do what? So you telling me in Georgia, the law is that that's not my son because I didn't marry her? That's the law? Man, fuck y'all law. I hung up on that bitch. Police, I hung up on that bitch. This is what I mean in the country, by you got to stand for something and you'll fall for anything. Nigga, what? And we gonna keep going through this as a people? I'm just using my situation. It gets way deeper than that with the system and the courts. But let me use mine. Georgia, Barrow County Police told me May 5th, that's not your son because you didn't marry her. In the state of Georgia, the law says if you didn't marry her, you have to go through court and get the child legitimized. Boy, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. This is why I preach what I preach. This is why the ancestors send me, because this is end game. This is the end of the system. This shit over with. Look how y'all been treating us. I'm a great father out here. And anybody follow me can vouch for that. You hear me? Period. Alright, so the cop called me back. She like, my mom and him like, just calm down. Don't fall into the trap. I'm like, what trap? I'm tired of living in this world. I will die before I live like this. Nigga, what? I'm not the father unless the court say so. Who the fuck y'all think I am? Boy. So the cops say, and that, you know what's crazy, y'all? No matter if I pay child support in Georgia, you still have to pay child support for the child, even if you haven't legitimized them, but he ain't yours. What? What? So guess what happened? The cop called back Barrow County, the little racist white bitch. She's on the phone like talking shit to me. Like, so I give my mom the phone. She talking shit to my mom. Why are you talking shit to my mom, folks? My mom ain't got nothing to do with this. And my mom is the grandmother. My mother told the police, you know what, ma'am? We'll just take the baby back to the police station. I called Fulton County. Fulton County come to my crib. They like, listen, we can't take that baby all the way out to Barrow County. That's 2 hours away. But what I would tell you to do, I wouldn't take that baby out there because you don't want to get out there, then they try to arrest you. The Fulton County cop was cool as fuck. He was a black dude. He was a god. He was like, boy, I'm going to tell you this. Don't let them put no APB out on you, man. Because it's a woman's state. You know the way the country is. They going to flash that all over the news that you stole your child. And I told her, I don't give a fuck. They can flash that shit. This my son. And when y'all come to try to take my son, nigga, y'all have to kill me and my son. Or you going to have to motherfucking get Jesse Jackson, NAACP, somebody on the motherfucking phone. Nigga. We going to stand off behind this shit. My mama and my wife calmed me down. They said, you know what, babe? Don't even fall for it. We gonna just take the baby back to the police station. So we met at a mutual police station. I think we met at Sandy Springs. We met at Sandy Springs police station. I want y'all to Google. I want y'all, when y'all get off here, go on YouTube. Just put in Rashad Jamal, baby mama. And you'll see me at the police station. IMB Timmy. He right there, he commenting. He right there, he commenting. He right there, he commenting right now. He's the YouTuber. Let me pin him. Boom. IMB Timmy. He's the YouTuber that actually screen recorded, and he has a big YouTube platform, and he put it up there. I swear to God, all you got to do is put in Rashad Jabal baby mama. Now, hold on. When we get to the police station, the baby's giving up. I tell the police, hey, y'all ain't going to lock the bitch up for filing a false report? Because she called y'all and told y'all that I kidnapped him. That's a false report. Y'all ain't gonna lock the bitch up? Guess what happened, y'all? They didn't lock the bitch up. The miserable bitch enjoyed her summer. Now, when she did that with my son, I'm pulling all this up for a reason. That was the second time she filed the false police report on me. The very first time is when I was actually with her and I was on probation back in 2018. And I said, you know what? I don't even want to be with you no more. I went to leave the house. I left the house, y'all. She called my PO because she didn't want me gone. Hey, he stole my gun. And the ancestors with me so hard, my PO called me. He was like, what the fuck, the mother of your child just called me, Mr. White, and said you stole her gun. I can violate you for that. I told I'm on the phone pleading with my PO in tears. I'm like, come on, Mr. Adams, you know I ain't like that. You come see me every time. You talk to me, you know my character. I ain't dropped dirty, none of that. That bitch lying. Guess what happened? My PO said, okay, let me call her back. An hour or two later, my PO called me and he like, hey, the mother of your child, Darshell Smith, she just gave me a call and she said she found her gun. He was like, you know what? I don't even want you living there with her no more. Do you want me to give you a change of address? This is what my probation officer said. He said, the mother of your child is not mentally fit. He said, when she called, this 2018, y'all, he like, when you want to leave that house, she should have let you left. But when she called me and said you stole her gun, luckily I waited. Because if I would have violated you, you was on your way back to jail. And the whole time, bitch, you got the gun in your room? Facts. All right? That was the first report. False allegation. Second false allegation was right here May 4th when she let me get my son on May 4th. And then May 5th, I wake up to a call from the Barrow County Police Station saying I kidnapped my son and they didn't go lock that bitch up. That's 2 false reports. Now let's talk about the new one. Police running my crib a few weeks ago. I guess why I've been out. Y'all know I've been out of town on the road doing my thing. All right? Well, like I always do, meditating, making videos. Y'all know what I do. Police running in my crib the whole time. It ain't because, guess why they ran in my crib? Because my baby mama went and filed the report and told them that I hurt her daughter. Now check this out. When my wife got the call, the police ran to our crib. We immediately got the calling around. We find out that my baby mama went down to the police. Once again, the same one, y'all. Barrow County Jail. And told them that I hurt her daughter. So the police, hold on, keep in mind, y'all, this the same county. They put out a warrant for my arrest and then transferred it to the U.S. Marshals. So the U.S. Marshals ran in my crib behind another lie that the mother of my child had said. So when we called the lawyer to look at the warrant, the lawyer said that this charge was filed May 25th. Now, hey, y'all, we all in here together, y'all. Let's use our brains, y'all. Let's use our brains, y'all. I pull up to get my son May 4th. You already been holding my son from me. You get jealous when you see me in my nice car with my wife. The next day, you call the police and lie and say I kidnapped my son. That's May 4th. Me and my wife got married May 14th, officially. May 25th, you put a charge in and say that I hurt your daughter who wanted to actually leave with me and my son when we came to pick up my son? Who can't see through that, y'all? I ain't been around you, bitch, or your daughter in damn near 2 years. And when I just seen you and your daughter, I told you to give your daughter $100 out of the $2,000 that I gave you for my baby son, Zara White, who I call Zaza. Now, Barrow County, that means May 5th, a police report was filed on me. And 20 days later, May 25th, y'all let the bitch file another one? Y'all didn't do no investigation? You can't see this bitch trifling? Darshell Smith, when I was with her, the bitch wasn't even no parent. Her oldest daughter got caught in sex trafficking at 15. When I met Darshell, her oldest daughter, Dariah Smith, who was another slut, just like her mom, the bitch was 14 with tattoos running away. You know how many times I went to court for my baby mama, oldest daughter, helping them get through that shit when I was with her? I'm like, you ain't gonna raise your fucking daughter, bitch? Look it up. Dariah Smith, which is the daughter of Darshell Smith, got expelled out of Georgia high schools. The bitch dropped out of school, and guess what? She only 19 with a baby now. When I came around, she was 14 going on 15. And guess what? At 15, she got pregnant. We paid for that abortion. At 16, she got pregnant. I paid for that abortion. At 17, the little girl got pregnant, and we made her pay for it. 18, she pregnant again, 19 with the baby. And see, I seen all that coming. I'm like, I ain't finna stay with your ass, my baby mama, trying to turn nigga to a granddaddy. Your oldest daughter started getting pregnant around this bitch, and you ain't kicking her out the crib. You ain't making her go to Job Corps. Then on top of that, bitch, you ain't a fit mom. The mother of my child is mentally unstable to have kids. She don't even supposed to be no fucking parent at all. Just look at the track record with her kids. She had the fucking state of Kentucky was finna lock up Darshell Smith. They had an open case against Darshell Smith because her daughter got caught in sex trafficking at 15. Georgia, did you look into that? No, you didn't. Also, her youngest daughter, who she didn't lie to, told y'all I hurt, She had a fucking open case against the state again in 2018 for the little 10-year-old daughter because they said she was abusing her. The little girl went to school with bruises on her, and the motherfucking people came to our house. And they made my baby mama go in one room, and they questioned me. They questioned the youngest daughter, which is Pocahontas, the one she trying to say I didn't hurt. And they questioned Ochai. And they asked all of us, is it abuse going on in this house? Boy, if I would have said, yeah, her ass was gone. Bitch got back-to-back open cases on her when it come to her kids. The bitch on Section 8. She 41 on Section 8. Now, baby mama drama, that's all cool. That ain't nothing. But when you go put a case on me and say I hurt your youngest daughter, I ain't even been around your ass. And then for Barrow County, for y'all to put the fucking case in, knowing the bitch just filed the false report 20 days prior. We found out that this fucking warrant been out for my arrest since May 25th. We didn't know shit about it. I'm in Atlanta. I'm everywhere. I'm all out every day. And my followers know that. But guess what, y'all? You think the marshals trying to hear my side? No, they're not. They just know they got my name. In Barrow County, did they call me? Did they call my family? Did they do an investigation? Did they see what? That it's a back and forth custody battle going on and this bitch has filed numerous false reports on me? Did they even look at the fact that I just gave her $2,000 for a son, for my son, and then the next day she lied and said I kidnapped him? Let's not forget about that. She called the police and said I kidnapped him. And had I not went to the police station to drop my son off, bro, they was gonna put the charge out. So now, you think I'm supposed to go sit in jail behind a lying-ass vindictive bitch? You think I'm supposed to go through the courts and prove my innocence? Gee, y'all don't feel where I'm coming from, G. You don't feel where I'm coming from, G. This the same state in court that took my son. This the same state that let this bitch file 3 false reports on me and y'all ain't touched the bitch. Y'all know why they ain't touched the bitch? Because the bitch ain't doing shit with her life. But what is Rashad Jamal doing on the planet? Right. So no, it's deeper than my baby mama. They're using her as a medium. Now, let's look at the county. Y'all go Google Barrow County. Barrow County, Georgia has open cases on them for killing they detainees and inmates. So, it just so happened, Barrow County is one of the racist counties in Georgia. They still hanging niggas. They still hanging black people in Georgia. They still killing motherfuckers in Georgia, and they keep it on the hush. Google it. Google Barrow County inmate deaths, nigga. You look it up. They just killed the nigga 2 months ago. You look it up. You look it up. I told y'all this day was coming, didn't I? Because look, I'm not turning shit in. Nigga, y'all is going to be a full-fledged standoff behind this shit. Nigga, y'all better go get Jesse Jackson, or whatever the fuck y'all got to do. You hear me? Whatever the fuck y'all, because I ain't turning shit in, boy. I ain't going to sit in no cell for no motherfucking I ain't did shit. For no vindictive bitch. And y'all want me to go sit in this motherfucking racist ass county where they killing niggas for no reason. While y'all try to figure out what's going on? See, has always been my problem with the country. Y'all make it way too easy for a motherfucker to just say something, and now y'all want to go send y'all U.S. Marshals and the feds after niggas? Nigga.
Tell somebody when something like that supposed as happened to you. And why the fuck he didn't get a phone call? So you already lies already. You got your motherfucking date fucked up. You're going to say May 6th of 2019 to May 6th of 2021. Bitch, he ain't been here in over a year. More lies.
Even the ways how they said on the thing, it happened May 3rd, and mom ain't get that to the fucking
4th.
To the 4th.
She got there the same day we got Zaza. May 4th. Are you serious?
They literally didn't lie. Like if y'all look at the incident report, it's like 9 lies in the incident report. So me, I done fought attempt murders before, real cases. Like ain't no judge gonna sign off on no shit that's like all over the place like that. So we were like, what judge even signed off on the warrant and what detective picked it up? Because he ain't doing no investigation over here. No. Nigga, you ain't come over here to match up these dates. Okay, well, if they said this happened this day, let's go talk to Mr. White and his family and see what they got. And you will see a whole different picture. And it ain't hard to see, nigga. No. You gonna see right away, the bitch lying. Right away, she said that you never even asked about the son. You was only trying to get back with her. Keep in mind, y'all, I was with my baby mama 3 years. Her ass trying to get me to marry her. I never did. Me, it ain't take 3 years for me to wear married wifey because I knew my soulmate right when I seen her, nigga. You feel me? Right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, she went on none of that energy. You feel me? No. Man, I owed her 3 years and he ain't right. I didn't marry you because look how the fuck you act.
Yeah. When you put something out like that, everybody gets a phone call.
Everybody.
Hold
on. How the fuck y'all accuse T.I. and Tiny?
Everybody gets a phone call. Family members and all. They reaching out to everybody.
This is my thing, babe. I don't give a fuck how much T.I. and Tiny sold out. Fuck that. We talk about judicial processing.
Exactly. It's T.I. and Tiny investigation.
Right. T.I. and Tiny got 12 motherfuckers. Not one.
12.
And ain't no one person talking about, oh, I touched his penis. No. 12 motherfuckers saying they were raped.
And drugged. And drugged. All the shit.
They investigating that situation. But you tell me with me. And the way this was said, just rambled together out the blue. Y'all ain't gonna investigate this, huh? So y'all skipped over a whole investigation, jumped right to the warrant, and then went from the warrant and forwarded to the U.S. Marshals. That's extreme. They only go after the most serious criminals, nigga. So when you give it to them, they don't know nothing about nothing. Oh, they think it's up. We gotta go kill somebody potentially. Because that's what they trained to do. You see the chest? How we jump over all that? And wouldn't have known nothing about this had she not sent it to my homie Bo Deal, who was a real and sent it to me.
Exactly. Y'all, do you know how much shit we have done? Did nobody know shit? We was in the Keys. We was in the Florida Keys in May.
Facts.
Then y'all know once we had came back, me and Babe had to stand off at Publix in Fayetteville. Okay.
Woman was out the whole time. That's the ancestors, nigga. That's them ancestors. You get what I'm saying?
And then we had the whole house had got sick.
Facts.
So, you know.
Yep.
Because y'all know Babe was
black magic.
She was working black magic on us.
Facts.
And we was wondering how the hell the house ended up everybody getting sick. That was crazy.
Okay, this shit get deep, y'all. My baby mama, listen. You know, we tap with them with the real spirit, so they let you know somebody's sending dark energy your way. My mama said it back in May before it came.
Mom did.
But after all this shit happened, motherfucker came, it was revealed that my baby mama went to some people and had them send some dark energy my way because she want me back. You know what I'm saying? She did a do me spell. The do me spell is the death of my enemies. Yep. D-U-M-E, a dome spell. Death unto my enemies. So she went to a magician and she called for the death of not just me, but my wife, the whole family. The whole family. But we divinely protected and we so high up, that's why the shit ain't work. It came, but it didn't stick because motherfuckers so divinely protected. And the person she went to was a lower magician. They didn't know what the fuck they was doing. Because if they did, they would have tapped in with the ancestors and they spirit guides would have told them, don't fuck with them. You just don't fuck. I'm trying to tell you, don't fuck with them. You might want to go run that with somebody. Don't fuck with them. But see, when you got people practicing magic and hoodoo and voodoo and they think they know some shit and they doing shit without tapping in with the ancestors first, this will be the shit right here, y'all. Because we was already in endgame. I'm trying to paint a picture to y'all. How would y'all feel? Me and my wife sitting here right here like this. We're like, yeah, y'all, we talking right now. Boom, marshals kick our door in. They gonna come in this bitch shooting. We defend ourselves. We die right here on live in front of y'all with our daughters in the house. What you think would happen? How would y'all feel? And to know that it was all based around a lie concocted by Darshell Smith and the Winder Police Department. So we showing the judicial process in here. Boy, we gonna tell the whole, like my OG said, we finna tear this bitch up. Cause now you gonna have to either y'all, this how this shit gonna go. All the guys and goddesses been calling to the DA.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Thank all the guys and goddesses that have called down. And there's a couple thousand of y'all didn't call. Trust me, they told my lawyer. Yes. They told my legal team, they're like, hey, a lot of motherfuckers didn't call, but we ain't finna give him no bond or lift the warrant. My legal team said, okay, well, we not turning him in on Monday. They wanted me to turn myself in tomorrow.
That ain't happening.
That ain't happening. What y'all gonna fucking do? Nigga, cause we gods and goddesses. We royalty. We cosmic royalty. We don't answer to y'all, but we do answer to the ancestors that sent us though. And I'm not finna not help my people, teach our people, and not fight for our people, and not continue to help our people heal because there's somebody over there being vindictive that they doing shit for our people. And now she finna start a whole fucking war. And I don't know if she thinks her life gonna be happy happily after, cause it's not, bitch. Cause motherfuckers know at the end of the day, you the root cause of it all. The police, the U.S. Marshals, they don't know shit. They just work there, nigga. They don't know you didn't fucking lie, bitch. They just got a number. Now you send these niggas in our house and we engage to a whole ass shootout. Why would we? Cause if a motherfucker know they innocent, ain't no motherfucker finna go nowhere, nigga. We gonna be the example to our people to stand your ground when you know you right. I'm not honoring no marshals, no fucking none of y'all bitch ass nigga. I'm not honoring nobody that ain't arresting the real criminals, G. Y'all gonna have to kill something, G. Period.
Grown pussy. Married pussy. So how about y'all goddesses get y'all motherly instance in control? Because my husband was never with our daughters by himself. Never. So you got some explaining to do.
Why the fuck did you leave your child with a grown ass, and you was not there? No, we got to blame the mothers. There's no reason why your child should be alone with your daughter nor son.
Nor son. I have been a victim, and I know how it feels, and that shit don't feel fucking good. And the sad part about it is, you know, I wasn't believed. So I'm very aware of what a predator looks like and acts.
First of all, they're not just going to ask you to touch them there. No, they're going to go all the fucking way. They're going to say slick shit to you. You know, they're going to start whispering in your ear. You know, it's so many signs to know when you're around a pedophile. And Rashad Jamal is not one of them.
And y'all don't have to believe me. It doesn't matter because this is not your life. This is me and his life and our family. So you don't have to believe anything I'm saying. And that's your free will. And that's okay. But one thing about it is I know how to protect my children. And maybe y'all need to do the same.
Start paying attention to your children. Stop leaving your children with people that you don't know. How about that? Take some responsibility.
And as you can see, my husband took us everywhere. He didn't leave us home by himself. You never seen him just driving with the girls. I was always there. You know, like I said, I was a victim, and I made sure I was never going to allow anybody who I dated to touch my children. You can't get shit past me anyway. Even if you want to try to hide some shit, I'm on your ass. You know, but if y'all want, if that makes you feel better, calling him, whatever you want to call him, go right along. If that makes you feel better. But one thing I know, he is not that. He's never been that. Especially when you have the baby mama talking about, oh, you was good to my kids. You know, I want you back home. Come back. You know, like, are you serious? If it was like that, she wouldn't be begging him to come back to him. He supposedly asked her daughter
to touch him, why would you want him back? So miss me with the negative shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time for that. We don't have time for the false news, the false media. But we're definitely blessed over here. Like I said, the thing that you could do to help is continue to spread awareness. Like I said, I have not spoken to him since January 25th, which will be 10 days from today. What you can do is you can write him a letter, positive encouragement letters. Once again, please do not send any negative things, because that can interfere in me visiting him and be able to visit him in person. Like I said, we appreciate everyone who has advised us certain ways to be able to get him home.
And food. And about 24, I already came here with. They even reading outgoing mail, which is why I pray you get this letter. These people want to kill me. And if they have it their way, they do not plan on letting me leave this prison alive. This prison and town is ran by the KKK. They are literally practicing witchcraft. Okay. They took my book on E5, but gave me a Bible instead. That's how evil they are. They will not let me practice my religion or spirituality, but they will let the Christians and the Catholics and the Muslim practice theirs. Let him who has eyes see clearly. I am in tears writing this. Please keep in mind that I have been in this room 34 days with zero communication with you but one time. All I know is we spoke on 2/23/24. Once again, he mentions about the money on the books, but he does have money on his book as of right now. The prison was giving me a hard time to approve me, so I can put money on his JPay account. He says, he says, for an hour, I told you I need money out of my bank account on my book. I'm not saying you haven't tried, but please try harder. Call the counselor every day until you're able to put money on my books and visits. Make sure I spelled the address correctly. I know I did the name right. Tell her to read off what I wrote on my end to you from her computer. Hopefully by time you get this letter, the visits are set up and money is on my books. Because from my end, it kind of feels like you may have tried a few times, then gave up. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I'm not able to talk to you. Plus, my conditions have me confused, lost for words, and questioning everything. Like I chose you, September 20th was one of the greatest months of my life. And 5/14/21 was one of the greatest days of my life. In my eyes, you are my soulmate. I miss your smile, looking into your beautiful soul through those big eyes, eating your tacos, watching your sexy walk through the house, holding you while you stand on my feet in the kitchen. Yeah, I used to love doing that. I would stand on his feet. Us traveling together, laughing at each other's jokes, watching you play Madden and actually win. Yes, I actually win on Madden. He said, LOL. That amazes me every time, still to this day.
Locking up the house only to come upstairs and find you dressed in lingerie. I was not expecting. Your timing was always always impeccable, because you caught me off guard every time. Or coming upstairs and voila, there you sit. Natural beauty, no makeup needed, just tats piercing and the most radiant smile I ever laid my eyes on, with a nice king palm already stuffed. Yes, he loved the king palms. I couldn't help but smile as you sit India style on our bed with the rolling tray and the lighter in front of you. Even though we would argue and fight, sometimes like all couples or married couples do, at the end of the day, we always had each other's back. The disagreements could never outweigh the love I have for you. How grateful I am I have found you again in this life. How much I appreciate you. You are very, very smart goddess. You barely stand 5 feet tall, but you have the strength of a 100 feet giant. You support me and allow me to lead, and I led us all the way to the Super Bowl, just like I promised I would. You stood by my side through it all, and I love you more with every breath. I take for that 22. You always say I love flowers, so I get them for you, like the bouquet of roses and the chocolate and the edible arrangement I bought for you from prison on Divine Love Day. But what I'm really trying to get you to see, that you are the true rose, jasmine, and lavender of this thing called life. You are one of the most beautiful flowers in the garden of creation, both spiritually and physically. I just hope that I did a great job of showing you that. And I know you are reading this like, does he want me to read all of this as well? LOL. The answer is yes. Read everything word from word. I do not know if I will ever hear or see you again. So I promise to pour my whole soul out in this letter. I want you, mom, pops, the PR team, the university, the haters, Satan, and the fallen to know how I feel about everything, just in case no one ever hears from me again. I am going out the same way I came, a God, fearless, expressing the truth. He says, I will use my last sheet of if you did what I told you to do with this letter, LOL.
My time, and asked me what issue I had with her. Now, she was referring to the stream that I had providing the evidence for Rashad Jamal's case. So that stream is also up here, because everything that has attempted to happen to get his freedom from that particular accused crime, none of it worked. And I was like, look, everybody, this is the evidence that I was brought back in 2021. So if everybody just goes back to the origin of how all this started, that's where you can build an actual case to countersue the plaintiff. You can't prove his innocence by saying he's a good person and does good things for the community. That's not going to work. It hasn't worked. It'll never work. It's never worked for any of these other people. You have to go back to the root cause. So she called me asking me why I had an issue with her. And I was like, I don't have a personal issue with you. And she was like, well, why did you say you don't want me working on the case? I was like, Zakia, nothing that happened has worked. And she was like, well, he said he didn't want to do things another way. And I'm like, that nigga is in jail right now. He's tweaking out, fighting for his life. you like I didn't like say this, but basically it's like you being on the outside, you should be able to communicate with people and have more sense to just do things in a different way for his betterment. But aside from all that, before I even get to the voice clips, because I haven't listened to the voicemails, I have not listened to these. So this will be a blind reaction for me because I didn't even know that she sent me these voicemails when I posted the voice clips of her apologizing. Because like I said, she called me 80 times. So I didn't know that she left me any voicemails, especially 3. It's like 7 minutes worth of voicemails. 3, 5, 7. Yeah. Now 7 minutes worth of voicemails. So it's going to be a minute before all that gets done anyway. But when she called me, she was asking me about our personal stuff. And I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with his case. The only things I have been posting about is I'm suing you for one thing. She waited until I directly said that I don't think she should work on the case. And she asked me why I don't think she should work on the case. And once I tell y'all the things that this lady said, it's going to be like, that doesn't even make any logical sense. Because it fucking doesn't. These people don't make any sense. So she was like, well, what's your personal issue with me? And my biggest thing is you act like you didn't block me, have several other people block me from communication, and you act like you didn't threaten to sue me. So I have every right to have an issue with you, lady. But I'm already suing you for that. So the thing is, I've already been saying I'm suing her for several months. So why does she wait until this time period to call me on a Sunday at 8 a.m. to ask me what issue I had with her and then try to bring up all this personal stuff that we did when we were all like talking together and stuff. And I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So again, she acts as if she did not threaten to sue me and didn't have everybody block me from communication. So she then asked me, well, why aren't you supporting? Why didn't you come to trial? I was like, lady, for one thing, I don't have to. It's not an obligation, okay? In order for me to support this man, I do not have to show up to a trial. And then she was like, basically, she was like, well, speaking of herself, well, I didn't have to show up either. That was actually an option for me and da-da-da. I'm like, that's your husband. Stop comparing us. We are not the same. That is your husband. Even if you're not legally required to go, that's still your husband. So you have to go. Why are you making it seem like it's an issue for me not showing up when you over here saying that you was going to fight me and the fact that you threatened to sue me? So then she goes, oh, well, what, you think I was going to beat your ass outside of the court? And that was when I hung up on her. So in the apology, she was like, well, hanging up isn't going to solve anything. What's the point of having a conversation if you saying shit like that? It doesn't make sense for me to even engage any further. You had everybody block me. You threatened to sue me, and you also threatened to fight me. Why would I show up where you're at? Why would I put myself in that type of situation? Why would I travel to another state just to go be around people? Like, do y'all see how that doesn't make any type of sense? These people claim for me to support. Because at this point, niggas don't know what words mean. They claim for me to support, I should have showed up to trial. It's not like he was... Am I being called to the stand as a witness or something? Because what is the point of me showing up if all these people don't like me based off of lies and feelings and emotions? It's not like he gonna talk to me. It's not like they're gonna ask me any questions. You just want me to sit in the audience with a bunch of people that have very blatant animosity towards me? What type of sense does that make? Why bring that up? So then, when I posted the voice clips on YouTube, she proceeded to comment and be as if She was saying things along the lines of, thank you for showing people that I'm willing to apologize. No, I don't accept the apology. Why would I? I'm suing you. Everybody was forgiven a long time ago. I tried to let the situation go. I wasn't going to say anything about this. And I will get to the Isis Wisdom interview about Ryan Hayes in a minute. I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just letting everybody be. And I was like, you know what? This whole thing with the spiritual community didn't work out. I'm going to just figure my life out afterward. But once I figured out what was going on, finding out about all these cases going on, these missing people, these other crimes, once I found out about all these other things, I was like, well, I got to say something. I can't just sit here. I can't just sit here and not say anything when there's more than one victim. I'm not the only victim of any of this stuff. There's so many other people who are being affected by this group of people. And my personal belief, because this is alleged, I don't have physical proof of it yet, I am subpoenaing Meta. So Facebook and Instagram, I'm getting a subpoena for all y'all's folks' accounts. Previous accounts, deleted accounts, they got it stored. Digital footprint don't go away.
I risk my whole life to tell y'all the truth, and it's the thanks I get. It's a smack in my face. You better do your research where I went to trial at in a sundown town. They are still hanging black people out there in Barrow County. They are still flying their Confederate flag full force in Barrow County.
We see a judge do often overturn a jury's verdict, but that's happened in a local murder case.
Steve Charters told me as a juror in the murder trial of Paul Hamilton, he took those words to heart. Investigators say Hamilton shot and killed Brandon Lay, who was in a car at this intersection in October 2015. They say Hamilton confronted people in the car after his home had been burglarized. The police report indicated when someone in the car grabbed Hamilton, he shot into the vehicle, saying, quote, "That's when I shot him, deader than blank."
We found him guilty of 3 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of felony murder.
Charters, who kept detailed jury notes, says he and the other jurors came to a unanimous verdict based on the evidence. 2 weeks later, their verdict was overturned by presiding Judge David Moats.
Even every lawyer that we had on the case was scared to come visit me because it was Barrow County. They still have a sign up that says, no black people allowed after sundown in Barrow County.
You can see a little bit of the corruption that's happening there in Barrow County.
215 people were buried behind a Jacksonville, Mississippi jail in shallow graves with just a metal rod and a number, and their families were never notified. On top of that, some of the families to the people that were buried thought that they were still missing and complaining to police to find their missing loved ones. And now they're being told they have to pay a fee in order to have the bodies removed so they can give proper burials. None of this would have been discovered if it weren't for Dexter Wade going missing in March and his mother reporting it to the police and them telling her that they have no information. His mother never gave up looking for him, and it wasn't until October where she found out that her son was struck by a police officer's car an hour after he left when he was crossing a nearby interstate highway. He had identification on him, and police never notified his mother and allowed his body to sit in a county morgue. It turns out her son was one of the bodies that was buried in the grave. Mind you, she had been calling the police department every week asking if they had any information on her son, to which they said they had nothing. And then in July, because nobody apparently claimed his body, they decided to bury it. When a new investigator was added to the case, that's when she found out what happened to her son and where he was buried. When she was finally able to go to his gravesite, she broke down while praying, saying, "I'm so sorry this happened to you, but Mama didn't know, and they still made her pay to remove his body. In my opinion, I think the family members of those buried need to get together and file one fat lawsuit against the police department, because that is disgusting, to say the least.
Now do you see the corruption? I know it's in a different state, but it's also showing you why he doesn't respect police. Anyways, okay, so for the people who don't know, this is Rashad Jamal. We are currently inside of a time where history is changing, the world is changing, and the world is awakening. He has a very successful YouTube channel where he talks about history, esoteric knowledge, he talks about spirituality. I found him through my boyfriend. He had introduced me to him, and I started watching some of his
his videos, and it started to pop more up on TikTok, Instagram, you know, all of these social media sites. He has a very powerful YouTube channel. He also has a website for the news and for YouTube channel that has 1.5 million subscribers to talk about you. Now, as I'm observing his case, and we're going to get into that, as I'm observing every single thing that they have put online about him, some of the stuff does not make any sense. This case that he has is something that I've taken an interest in, and I really want people to know about it because, you know, it relates to history. It relates to everything that has been told to us about their whole platform being brought down. You know how many times Young Pharaoh's platform been brought down? Well, let me just show you an example of what they were doing to melanated leaders before his generation. Have y'all noticed that the rulers of this matrix eliminate anything that they can't control? And TikTok, I know the rulers of this government is trying to control the media, so I'm gonna just say this is fake for educational purposes and scripted. If they can't control it or they can't get their hands on it, they terminate you. Extraterrestrials, aliens, if you're watching this, please help. For example, let's talk about these police and CIA agents who have been on their deathbed confessing about people they have killed and covered up their deaths. Pretty sure we all know who Dr. Sebi is, but if you don't, he was the man who was known to cure arthritis, sickle cell, HIV, diabetes, and you name it. He got arrested, went to jail, and died from pneumonia. A herbalist. For example, Bob Marley. Don't you forget about Martin Luther King. Found guilty of assassination. Let's talk about Malcolm X.
The FBI and New York police departments are facing new calls to finally open their records related to the assassination of Malcolm X. This comes after the release of a deathbed confession of a former undercover New York police officer who admitted to being part of a broad New York police and FBI conspiracy targeting Malcolm.
Or what about the doctors who have found cancer-causing situations or even cure for cancer? Found with gunshot wounds in their chest, suicide by shooting themselves in the back of the head, or just dying of natural causes. They made laws to say that we cannot vote, we have to take literacy tests. We can't live in specific places. They have upgraded and created these amendments to seem ethical. But the same situations keep happening. These laws in the original Constitution and everything that plays a part with that was never meant for us. Therefore, it can never work for people of color. Black Panther activist Angela Davis was wrongfully convicted of murder and the FBI was looking for her. Like I said, creating laws so they can take you. She ends up beating the case. Before the FBI to even accuse these things of her and legally try to kidnap her, that shows that they can do whatever they want. It's the same thing with Assata Shakur. Now let's just listen to her words.
The FBI, with the help of local police agencies, systematically sent false accusations and fake news articles to the press, accusing me and other activists of crimes we did not commit.
This happened 20 plus 30 years ago and they still want her head.
National and local police agencies created a situation where, based on their false accusations against me, any police officer could shoot me on sight.
Now the things that are done, did you hear that? Any police officer could shoot her on sight. Do you see how they use their laws, these things that they have created to make their system work for them, to keep their policies, to keep their matrix running? Okay, that's just all I wanted to, I really just wanted to show y'all that part because what Assata Shakur said, that really just like opened my eyes to the corruption. They will do whatever it is necessary to keep their system going, whatever is necessary. Now with his case, I want you to hear the details of his case and I want you to know and see where he's coming from. This is just from his point of view.
Because Rashad Jamal is locked up right now. You know what I'm saying? In Barrow County. Now you tell me what black activists saying the Confederate flag, white supremacy, it's our land, the land comes back to us, we're Aboriginal beings. How was I ever going to get a fair trial in that county? Let's be real here.
And that seems to be the reason why he was sent to that specific jail. And y'all do know what happened in all of the stuff that has happened in Georgia, all of the sundown towns that's there, all of his history there. This is Anna. She wrote the story about Rashad Jamal, an online prophet with a huge following, has been convicted of child abuse. And you look up his name, they're saying that he is an occult leader. He is been accused of, this is just all of this. This is just when you look up his name. The occult leader, he's a new age prophet, is Rashad Jamal, Barrow County, all types of stuff. This is what you will see. This is the case that we're currently talking about. Move. Don't nobody move. He was arrested May 4th, 2022. He was arrested. Look at this. This is all the same stuff that they say about every single political person. He's basically basically going to explain from jail, him talking on the phone on a video, his side of the story. So I want y'all to hear about it, okay?
How was I ever going to get a fair trial in that county? Let's be real here. Then in my trial, the fucking detective got on the stand and admitted blatantly to the judge. My lawyer asked the detective, why did you send the U.S. Marshals after my client without a proper investigation? He said, once I seen the videos that he posted on social media, I believed that he would not come in and speak with us, so I put out a warrant for his arrest, and then I enlisted the U.S. Marshals. Wow. So because of what I stand for on social, that gave you the right to not investigate me about these sexual allegations and just send the U.S. Marshals after me? That's how I was able to figure out. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't tripping. All these years, all these goddesses I've been with, not one of them ever alleged that I touched their child, but then all of a sudden I become this famous black activist, and I'm dealing with this bitter baby mama. Now all of a sudden I done touched somebody's child at 33 plus years old. 33 years old, now I decide to be a pedophile. Now I decide to be a tester cheater. Man, who you fooling, man? Who you fooling, man? They did the same shit to Dr. York. My whole trial was a fucking mockery, man. Everybody got caught up that line, man. Nothing but racism in they showed, man. And the jury still took 8 hours to deliberate. I had 2 counts, which was supposed to be 1 count anyway. She contradicted herself, so they made it 2 counts. It should have been 1 count. A lot of y'all don't know how the criminal justice system works. It should have been 1 count. They made it 2 counts purposely. I beat 1 count. They found me guilty on the other count. Then, if you believe she lied about me, so the count of where she said she allegedly gave me that, I made her give me a hand job until I ejaculated, because that's what she said in one of her statements. They found me not guilty on that. So that means that they believe that she lied about that. So how the fuck you found me guilty on the alleged count where she said I asked her to touch the top of my clothes? If you feel like she lied about that, why would you think she lied about something else? That don't even make sense. Jury took 8 hours to deliberate. That means it was either not guilty or hung jury. But they put pressure on the people to say guilty, y'all. Because of who I am. We taking him out. We taking him down. See what I'm saying? We taking him down. And then, once they say guilty, I got sentenced right there on the spot. Anybody know about the law? You normally go back for sentencing 2-3 weeks later. They sentenced me the same day. Throw the book at me. Give me 16 years, 20 years probation. I ain't never even been to prison. I ain't got shit on my background. This ain't violent. Y'all got motherfuckers with real heinous cases under this statute too. You give me 16 years, 20 years probation like I was like this shit on my background or something. Well, how you over-sentence me? How you offer me 5 years, but then in sentencing you give me damn near 20 years? Like, come on, man. Who can't see through that? Did you over-sentence me? It's bad enough you found me guilty on some shit I did not do. Then you over-sentence me? Come on, man. Who can't see through that? What about when I was in trial, how the district attorney, his father was harassing my mom and my wife and my father-in-law and my sister, parked behind their car every day at trial? What about the fact they was harassing the few people that did come to my trial? The guys and goddesses that did come, they was getting harassed. They kicked one of the guys out of trial. He didn't do shit. All the man said was free Rashad Jamal on Facebook. He didn't say nothing aggressive, nothing crazy. They kicked him out of trial. How that happen? Racism.
You know, if y'all don't know, I was at the hearing from Monday to Wednesday before I got kicked out. I was at the courtroom. You know, I saw all in there. He was in the sundown town. He was in the court, and he was on floor 3, courtroom 3. If y'all don't know, 33 is a massive number. 33 is the highest Freemason number. 33 is the number. We on the, and Atlanta is the 33rd parallel. Where we at is the 33rd parallel. So all type of synchronicities going on with this. We don't know if this was a gematria attack. We don't know if this was a divine attack. But the official sentence was he was sentenced for 16 years. I got kicked out on Wednesday because on Monday before the trial even started, I posted a picture. I took a picture of just the courtroom. I posted a picture of just the courtroom, and on Wednesday, by the time Wednesday came, they found out that, you know, it was me that did it. I had to tell them because how it happened. I just had to tell them. And then, you know, for the Monday that I was there and for the Wednesday that I was there, I heard enough information to already I was confident. Even though I got kicked out Wednesday, I was confident that he was going to be free. The baby mama had no evidence whatsoever that the baby mama and the daughter that I've heard, they evidence didn't line up. Their evidence didn't match up. Their evidence didn't make no sense. The craziest thing I wanted to tell y'all about this case, right, that I've heard when I was there, they had a witness who worked for the police dispatch office, right? They had a witness who worked for the police dispatch office. So like when people call 911, they be like, 911, how can I help you type shit. So she came and she said, I will tell the truth, the full honest truth, so help me God. So she told the truth. She said, this is exactly her words. She said, when she said,
the baby mama called basically because it was two cases. It was a case of molestation, and then of the baby mama daughter, and it was a case of, you know, of his of him taking his son type shit, right? When the baby mama had called, right, she didn't say nothing about the molestation call. She just said something about his son that he's so-called kidnapped. So the lady said there is no audio recording of anybody saying anything of calling in no molestation call. There is no evidence of anybody saying anything in audio about anything talking about molestation, but for some reason it ended up in the police report. How is that possible? So if there's no audio evidence of somebody talking about molestation, why is it in the police report? Which one of these dirty ass cops put that in there?
Now I'm going to show you the situation when she tried to call the police on him for kidnapping his son. This is him telling you how the case started from jail.
So then she get mad, she get jealous and put a case on me. Y'all forgot how the case started. Her daughter, who's supposed to be the victim, never ever said I molested her ever. I was out that house for a whole year, damn near. Then one day my baby mama said, hey, you want to see your son? I heard your mama in town, come pick him up. Of course I want to see my son. You ain't let me see my son in a whole year, of course. Me, my mom, my wife, my daughter-in-law, Lele, we go pick my son up. We put to pick my son up. We get back to Atlanta. My baby mama want to start an argument because she hears my son call my wife mommy kid. She says, if you don't bring him back, I'm going to call the police and say you kidnapped him. I say, man, it's my son too. You can't just call no police and say I kidnapped him because I don't want to bring him back today. I gave you $2,000. I had just gave her $2,000. The deal was that I was supposed to keep my son for a whole week. For Mother's Day, we get that, man. You feel me? Now we back at the house, and you talking about because you hear him calling my wife mommy kid, which she is his mom too. So he wasn't wrong for calling her mommy kid, but my baby mama ain't like that. So you gonna bring her back? I mean, I ain't bringing back shit. You gonna get him back in a week. I just gave your ass all that money for child support. I ain't got to see him, man. Let me spend some time with him. I only got a week. You got a shit. You done had him a whole year straight. I'm gonna bring him back in a week. That's what any father would say that want to spend time with their child. And the sad thing about this shit is, man, we recorded this shit and went live about this shit. This shit is still on YouTube when I picked him up and had to bring him back.
Now I'm gonna show you the video that he's talking about.
Even the ways how they said on the thing, it happened May 3rd, and mom ain't get that to the fucking
4th.
To the 4th.
She got there the same day we got Zaza. May 4th. Are you serious?
They literally didn't lie. Like if y'all look at the incident report, it's like 9 lies in the incident report. So I done fought attempt murders before real cases. Like ain't no judge gonna sign off on no shit that's like all over the place like that. So we would like to know what judge even signed off on the warrant and what detective picked it up, because he ain't doing no investigation over here. You ain't come over here to match up these dates. Okay, well if they said this happened this date, let's go talk to Mr. White and his family and see what they got. And you will see a whole different picture. And it ain't hard to see.
No.
You gonna see right away the line. Right away she said that you never even asked about the son. You was only trying to get back with her. Let's go to May 4th, y'all. This May 4th. There she go right there, Darshell Smith. May 4th. $2,000 for child support for Zaza. May 4th, 4:24 p.m. The agreement was you can see your son for a week. When I talked to her that day, I said, damn, why you ain't even let me see my son? Because you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be no family. You f*** your family up. How the f*** is you going to say I f*** my family up? I ain't got to be with you.
So that's proof of the cash app that he sent in accordance to him seeing his son.
Had to bring him back. You know what I'm saying? Up to this point, wasn't no child molestation allegation ever said, y'all. Y'all know the first time a child molestation allegation came was the next day once we brought him back and dropped him off at the police station. Because see, the plan was she was like, well, he ain't gonna want to bring him back because he anti-police, which I am. I'm anti-police. I ain't never hurt no police officer. If a police officer try to hurt me, I'm gonna defend myself. You ain't just gonna kill me for no reason. You know what I'm saying? We dropped him off. Then that's when, then all of a sudden now I've molested your daughter too. Come on, who can't see through that? If this child was molested, she would have said that when I left the house. When I went to pick up the same child as alleged I molested her, she came outside and ran up to me, gave me a hug, her and her brother, and then asked, could they go with their little brother, Zaza?
To May 6th of 2021, bitch, she ain't been there in over a year.
Hold on, it gets better, y'all. It gets better. This is another thing y'all went over. Then when I got locked up, my baby mama said that Zaza, the son that I raised for 3 years straight, was there from the moment she was pregnant, every day, rubbed her stomach, rubbed her feet, sat in the hospital with her after she had him, cut the umbilical cord. She was going through preeclampsia. I ain't miss a day. I'm there every second. Now she come out and say he ain't my son. He ain't my son. He's supposed to be some other dude's son named Will. See, that's the part y'all don't know. When I said I lost my son, y'all thought I was saying he died. No, what I'm saying is now she's also saying that he's not my son. So not only did you put a child molestation case on me, but you had me take care of a child for 3 years straight. I never got a DNA test because I trusted her. And now on top of that, now that I'm in jail with this sentence, now I find out that he's not my son too, and y'all still gonna support that?
Let's see how much she owes.
Wow. That's really how
the math ain't math. And if from what I'm hearing, not just me looking at him from him being just a spiritual leader, a spiritual influencer, a person who has all of these, who has so much success when it comes down to our awakened community. I'm just looking at him as a person and what he's going through in his experiences and from what he's saying. I'm just looking at it from that. This whole time when he gave $2,000 paying child support, trying to see his son, was there through the whole pregnancy, ended up didn't want him to be with her anymore, and she ends up saying that he kidnapped her, and then after the day after she puts in a report that he touched her child, and then all of that energy that you put into these court cases, now you want to say that he's not his child? Deal with that kidnapping situation that you called on him. Personally, as just looking at him as a person and seeing what he's been through and seeing the characteristics of the timelines and the mixed up dates and the mixed up everything, the math ain't mathing, but they still found him guilty. When Arcade said, it doesn't even, there's no audio or phone call that says he touched her child. She initially called to talk about the kidnap. Now these police officers say, hey, you should throw in that he touched. Come on now. I'm just saying the math ain't math. Me not even looking at him as, with all of these followers and stuff like that. I'm just looking at him as a person and looking at this case, because I like to do my investigation sometimes. Part of me wanted to be a lawyer, but I'm working on it.
I just want to get this shit off my chest. I'm tired of these false narratives being painted. Then the mother of my child, did you know that she had 2 open cases in Barrow County for theft, felony theft? You 40 years old and catching cases with your daughter. She had these cases, open cases with her daughter, her oldest daughter. Darshell Smith had 2 open cases in Barrow County with her oldest brother, Darius Smith. The same day my trial started, my lawyer pointed that out. She said, aren't you supposed to be in trial today? To Darshell Smith, you and your daughter, who are both a witness today on this case for my client, Rashad Jamal White, yes? Okay, and why wasn't she in trial today? Because the DA made a deal with her. Look, you go ahead, come in, testify against him. We gonna drop your child. Come on, man. This was going on in real life time. Y'all look that shit up. While y'all want to look up my name, what you mean? You know how many defacts cases Darshell Smith that had opened up on her name? While y'all want to give her all this clout and say, oh, he touched her daughter, he this and that, he deserved. Come on, man, y'all crazy out there, man. Feel me?
And now that he's in jail, he's basically finna tell you all the things that he's been through and experienced being in jail.
But do you know how I've been treated in jail? I've been in solitary confinement going on 2 years straight. Ain't none of y'all got nothing to say about that. You got other people here with way worse than sexual allegations. So even if you were somebody out there that felt that believed that I did this, even though I didn't, you telling me it's okay for me to be treated like this? And then I've been in Jackson State Prison, diagnosis since August 25 months straight. I'm sitting in a cold cell with freezing water, freezing cell. Ain't been able to wash my ass since December. I deserve to get treated like that. Y'all ain't got nothing to say. Ain't no petitions taking place out there on my behalf or nothing. You wouldn't treat a dog like this. If I treated my dog Simba like the way I'm being treated, I'm in isolation, but I deserve to have a warm shower in a warm room. It's cold outside. Why is it freezing cold in my cell with freezing cold shower? And it's crazy because I'm still dropping lectures, still releasing music from jail over this phone. And it's crazy because her daughter, that she's alleging I molested, her fucking daughter, her daughter's father, which is her ex-husband, she alleged that he did the same thing to one of her other daughters. My lawyer asked her about it in the trial. Isn't it true that your ex-husband, you alleged that he sexually molested one of your daughters too? That's what Darshell say. That ain't none of your business what me and my husband, her ex-husband did. She didn't say no. She didn't say no. If it wasn't true, she would have said no. I've never put a sex case on my ex-husband. She said it ain't your business. She did it to her ex-husband and she did it to the boyfriend right before me. He locked up right now in sexual allegations. So you telling me everybody that deal with you just molested your child? Y'all letting this woman sit up here and play with this legal, weaponize the judicial system like this? And another thing, I was cool with the alleged victim. I was cool with her daddy for all the years when I was with my baby mama. Why wasn't he at trial? If you really believe that I touched your daughter, why the fuck wasn't you at trial? Wasn't none of my baby mama family in trial? Now her aunties, her cousins, the victim's daddy, and the victim's daddy come pick his daughter up every motherfucking weekend. Why wasn't he in trial? See, that's the part y'all don't know, because motherfucking I ain't said nothing about it publicly. I've been just letting y'all talk y'all shit. Why wasn't he in trial? Because if that was my daughter, first off, I'm not gonna be in trial. I ain't putting no police on you. I'm gonna catch up with you in the streets. When I go to trial, it's gonna be for going across your fucking head for touching my child. And I can live with that. But if I do put the police on you, I bet I'm at least be in trial. I want to look in your fucking eyes. He wasn't in trial because I was hoping he did. I wanted to look him in his eyes. So I could be like, man, Tyrone, you know fucking how Darshell is. She put the police on your fucking ass. That's why you divorced. He wasn't even there, y'all. So what does that tell you? He wasn't even there. You know, only my family was there. Come on, man. And y'all gonna side with Darshell? This woman, she just literally went on her way to take down a black activist, a black revolutionary. She done sided with these white folks, man. And y'all gonna support her? Why ain't nobody wrote Freedom of Information Act and tried to get the transcripts y'all self? That's all public information. You look at the trial, you gonna see there's no evidence.
Freedom of Information Act. Let me look it up. Give me a second. The basic functions of Freedom of Information Act is your informed citizens, vital and functioning democracy. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how we can get the case information in the transcript. It says you have to create a request, but then it also says that you have to search for an agency, and it's got like 426 results, and I'm just like, what do I pick? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out because you can't find his case anywhere if you just look it up. You gotta request it. I don't even know how to do that. The truth will eventually come out regardless. Now, y'all have heard. So let me add this up, right? So the beginning of the story goes to where on May 4th, when he paid her, he went to go see, she said that you can come see your son, and I know that your mother's there, so you can bring your son for a week for Mother's Day, and y'all can spend time with Zaza. And then when he gets there, he ends up, you know, getting the child, and then all the other kids run outside and they asked, can they come with Zaza? And he says no. He leaves, he drives, she calls to check in to make sure to see if, you know, they made it there, and then she hears in the background that Zaza says, why you letting my son call that girl mommy? Bring him back. And he was like, no, I just paid $2,000. And then she says, oh, I'm gonna call the police on you and say that you kidnapped my son. So that's already a lie, right? She lied on that. So that's lie number one. She told the police officer that she got her dates mixed up when it came down to speaking it on the trial. That's lie number two. Okay. He gets on the phone with the cop, and the cop tells him, because you're not married to her and you don't have it in the court dates finalized, that's not your son. So you have to bring him back. So he brought the child back to the police station. The next day when he gets home, there is a warrant out for his arrest for the molestation of her child. And he has not been at that house for a year. So in retaliation for what she just did, she also put another case out on him, right? Okay, he hasn't been at that house for a year, so the child has been quiet for an entire year. We have evidence that I've shown you with our case basically saying when he was there listening to the trial, nothing made sense. Nothing was adding up, which is the same thing that Rashad Jamal was saying. So I'm not even looking at him as a speaker. I'm looking at him as a person and trying to add up the facts. If I can add all of this up, her family wasn't there. The victim's dad wasn't there. Nobody is supporting her through this situation. There's obviously something going on. You know, certain things you got to make sure you don't say. Yeah, it's just proven, but it doesn't really make sense because how he got convicted. So if y'all think that she told a lie about that situation, they're also saying that she mixing up her story. That's lie number 3. She also said that that's not his son. That's lie number 4. I don't get how a judge could not see any of the buffoonery. But you see, we've gave examples. We've shown the proof that this is in Barrow County. This is where Forsyth County is also, where they eliminated an entire melanated community. Georgia is known for a whole lot of different history. We can talk about the underground city, the melanated underground city that's there too. This situation with Rashad Jamal and just hearing his story and what he has said over from a jail phone. I'm looking at it from just him being a person and looking at his situation, because I see a lot of people who do terrible stuff, you know, to people, and it's not cool. So I hope this just gave y'all some insight on his perspective. I would like to see the transcripts and the stuff that we supposed to know about the case, the court documents, the transcripts. I want to see all of that. So, you know, I'm just sharing this story with y'all because it's just a prime example of somebody who speaks out, and then when you get into this system and you really get into their system, they pick on you and they corrupt your trials and they corrupt your people who work for you and all types of stuff. He posted this video a couple of days ago, and then Fox News put up another post basically attaching his name to another situation because people watch his videos. He's responsible for people going missing. Missouri police search for 6 missing people who follow the so-called social media prophet Audrey Conklin. This is in Missouri, January 8, 2024. Missouri police says a group of 6 people, including 2 young children who follow a popular online spirituality influence, disappeared in St. Louis. What does that have to do with Rashad Jamal? Just because they watch their video. So anybody who listens to Cardi B's music, just because they listening to Cardi B music, that the Cardi B name should be attached to the person who's been arrested. It's so many birds, y'all. It's so many birds sitting by my window. What the hell? Anyways, y'all, do you see how many times they have tried to slander this man's name online? So many articles. Rashad Jamal, spiritual court member. Look, this say a self-proclaimed prophet builds a spiritual cult online. A spiritual cult. Now they're saying his followers are going missing. His followers are doing these horrible crimes. He has a spiritual cult. Do you see the propaganda that they're trying to put on this man's name? They did the same thing with young Pharaoh. The exact same thing. Look at all these dang on ads. Move. Look at this. It says police also discover an altar, items wrapped in copper, and other odd findings that led to them believing that the adults were fully living in this cult. Look at them sitting outside. You know you've entered an interesting time to be alive for you to be sitting outside and meditating under the sun, and that's a problem. That's you being in a cult. Look at this. They're sitting outside trying to meditate. What about that is being in a cult? So people can't meditate in the sun? Neighbors saw this group practicing daily meditations or worship in the backyard. Sometimes they were clothed and sometimes they were like, what does it mean? The investigation revealed that the group had become a part of a spiritual cult and they followed the teachings of Rashad Jamal. So them sitting outside, that has something to do with in a cult. They can't meditate outside. That shit doesn't even make sense, y'all. When you see when stuff don't make sense, stuff don't make sense. Stop trying to actually believe these orchestrators of this matrix. They steady trying to tie this man's name to every single thing that happens to people. I am God. Look at this. They're still trying to do another of missing. It's just missing. What does that have to do with Rashad Jamal? Just because they're meditating, now they're in his cult that he allegedly has? He doesn't have a cult. The neighbors were taking pictures of them sitting outside meditating. And y'all don't think that there's no corruptions inside of his court case? I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I'm gonna let y'all decide. I'm not telling y'all whatever decision that you decide to feel about him. I'm just looking at him as an actual person. A person to person. Regardless of what following he has, regardless of what success that he has, as a person. All of this slander. This stuff don't even make sense. So, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching this video with me. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. If y'all want to stay updated on everything.
I'm only soft when I like somebody. The rest of y'all get this gangster shit, bitch.